we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Hi guys, this is Simran from Brit Asia TV. We're here today at Leicester Square for the premiere of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. We'll be chatting to some of the stars and getting some behind the scene footage. Where are you from today?
I'm Zoe and I'm from New Zealand.
Oh, from New Zealand! Oh my god, you must know so much about the locations and where it's been shot.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Lord of the Rings basically set in my hometown, isn't it? So yeah, it's awesome to be here.
Yeah, so are you obviously aware that the Rings of Power was also shot in New Zealand?
Yeah, I am, which is why I'm here. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, what are you expecting from Rings of Power?
Very high expectations.
Yeah?
I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I'm expecting only the best.
Only the best. Have you got any sort of analogies or something that you think would be featured in Rings of Power?
I'm trying not to overhype my expectations. I just really want to go in there and be impressed.
Okay, so even with, I guess, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, there was a book that we knew, what was coming, I guess, a bit with. It was written in the book, right? So with this, it's not based off a book. What do you think? Do you reckon it is something? Obviously, it's from Middle Earth. So what do you think is coming?
I honestly have no idea, but I think it's really exciting that there's no book, because then you can just kind of take in any direction you want.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
Okay. All right, guys. What are your names?
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Sheridan.
And where are you here from today?
Originally from New Zealand, but live here in London.
I'm originally from America, but I live here in London as well.
Okay. And how excited are you?
Very
10 out of 10.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Yeah. Are you avid Lord of the Rings fans?
Yes.
Read the book?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And The Hobbit.
I think it's part of
Hobbit.
just being a Kiwi. Like you have to be into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So what are you expecting?
Big things, big
Amazing.
drama.
Like costumes.
Oh yeah.
Just-
Like epic scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. How long have you been waiting?
Since
A few hours.
today or in general?
Today.
Well, both.
Well, a long time in general, but
Yeah.
today a while.
A while. Yeah.
Since this morning.
Oh,
so
bless
yeah.
you. Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about this. I mean, it's not obviously based on a book. It's kind of left to imagination. What do you think's coming?
I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what they've created. It's going to be
Have you got
amazing.
any thoughts? Anything?
I think it's just going to be some amazing battles and some really cool storylines. I'd love to see like another love story mixed in there. Yeah.
How do you think it'll work as a series?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's just going to be. I think the stories can get into a bit more depth because there'll be more time to be able to actually like build those characters, build the storylines.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it could rival Game of Thrones.
Ooh, yeah. Well, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, potentially. We hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Molly. I'm from London.
Okay. And how long have you been waiting for Rings of Power?
So long. Absolutely so excited for this.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. Yeah.
Have you been like an avid fan of Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit?
Yeah. Massive
Massive
fan. Yeah. I just can't wait. It's going to be fantastic.
Have you read the books as well?
Yes. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
How do you feel about this obviously not being based off a book? Do you think it's good for the series or?
I think it's still going to be good. I have high hopes. The trailers look great.
Yes.
So that's what has my hopes high.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And obviously with the shooting being in New Zealand, do you think there'll be some relatable scenes?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm originally from Brazil, but I live in London.
Yeah, what's your name?
Jamie.
Okay, how excited are you?
So much. I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah, oh,
It's been my dream. Lord of the Rings fan since I was 8.
really? Read all the books, everything?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yes, everything.
Yeah, what are you expecting from the series?
I don't know, everything I've seen so far I've loved so much.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited to see everything, but especially Khazad-dûm. Seems amazing. Like, I really want to see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How long have you been waiting for Rings of Power?
Well, 3 years. Well, they first started the rumors years and years ago,
yeah.
so I just since then.
Oh, bless
And
you.
I can't believe I'm here. It's finally here.
Yes,
Can't wait.
it's finally,
Can't wait
yeah,
to
it's
see
finally
it.
here, exactly.
Yeah.
What are you expecting? I mean, we don't know what the plot is, what anything is. What do you think is going to happen?
I think I'm just going to be blown away by it.
It's difficult, isn't it? The trailer doesn't give much away.
We have so many theories,
Yeah.
so many fan theories, and it's just like we're just going to have to wait to see because anything can happen, I guess,
Yeah, that's
which is
true.
exciting.
It is. How do you feel about it being a series as opposed to a film?
I think it's better, to be honest. They get more space to do, to tell the stories, and I mean, it's going to be around for years, so there are going to be lots of seasons, and so that gives more space for developing characters and everything. So I prefer it personally, and if it were a film, I think it would be too short.
Exactly.
They couldn't fit
all of it in.
Story in just one film.
That's true. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Hi guys. Welcome back to the premiere of Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power, where we'll be catching up with some more of the cast. So stay tuned. So hi Bear, you're the series composer. How do you feel?
I feel really excited that the music I've been working on for the last year and change is going to be out in the world and people are going to hear it. It's really exciting.
Yeah. For a film like Lord of the Rings or The Ring of Power, the music is everything. I mean, that's what creates the scenes, the tension or, whatever the feel of the scene is. How do you feel about that?
Well, you said the music is everything. I'm not going to argue you.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if you said it, I don't want to get in a fight.
Yeah.
So, no, I think the music is incredibly important to film and TV, but the Lord of the Rings itself has a legacy of really important music that is in its adaptations, but even in the source material itself, Tolkien wrote songs and musicality into the world that he was imagining. So for me, I felt like part of my job was honoring that and making music that not only tells you as an audience member how you should feel about a certain scene, but also feel like the music is from Middle-earth itself and tells you about the cultures that the characters you're watching come from.
How did you prep for that? Because it's quite difficult. Did you kind of rewatch Lord of the Rings, get yourself in that sort of headspace?
I didn't.
No?
I've seen Lord of the Rings so many times.
Yeah.
I've seen the extended editions so many times. I've seen the behind-the-scenes DVDs about how they made those films. It's ingrained into my DNA practically. So if anything, I wanted to internalize how those film scores made me feel and try to communicate that to a new audience.
Yeah.
I definitely used a lot of the tricks that Howard Shore used. The way I write for orchestra and choir is very similar.
Yeah.
In The Two Towers, he uses an instrument called a Hardanger fiddle for Rohan. And when we go to the Southlands and see the sort of low men, you'll hear a Hardanger fiddle again. I mean, there are these little colors that are connective tissue. And I really hope that fans of the movies feel this sense of continuity.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask next, actually, the continuity for the music across the series.
Well, in some ways, the continuity means that the music sounds the same.
Yeah.
The music of the Southlands feels a little bit like the music of Rohan.
Yeah.
In other ways, continuity means it's not the same.
Yeah.
So when we're in the Mines of Moria in Fellowship, and when we're in the Hobbit films in the Lonely Mountain, there's a sound that Shore wrote. When we're in Khazad-dûm in the Second Age, we want you to feel like this music, this place will become that. But obviously the mood is very different. It's vibrant, it's joyous, it's alive, it's industrial.
Yeah.
So the colors are the same, deep male vocals and low strings, but the context is entirely different.
Yeah.
So I think it's exciting to think that maybe in a few years I'll be able to sit down and binge watch the entire show and then go straight into the extended editions of the trilogy and feel that continuity. That's my goal.
Yeah. All right, we have Daniel with us. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really excited. It's like today is the culmination of all those years. It's now nearly 3 years since we sort of got auditioned for this show, and to finally be able to share stuff and have an audience come into a cinema and share it with us is really monumentally exciting.
Yeah. When you say audition, what was the process like? Because there's so many expectations. Like, what were you enacting? Were you enacting Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, they didn't really give us a huge amount of info at the very start, so they were quite vague about it. Obviously, they wanted to keep it secret. And as we went through the process, more and more was sort of drip fed into us, and then we had conversations with the showrunners who were writing the scripts.
Yeah.
And I think at that point we began to know a little bit more about where we were going. It was really fun and immersive, and actually, while I started nervous on the first time that I ever did an audition for it, I think by the end of it, I felt this is a character I can play and bring something to. So I felt confident by that, which was a lovely way round.
Yeah, exactly. Can you tell us a bit more about your character, what it brings to the series?
Yeah, I think so. The Second Age, this period that we're looking at hasn't been told on screen before. So this is new to everybody on screen. There will be fans who know it from the text, and there will be other people who don't know anything about it. And so I think for those people, this is going to be an introduction to some very exciting new worlds.
Yeah.
And my character is one of those, characters who's new to us. And I think he has a huge amount of mystery.
Yeah.
He's a shadowy character. He's a little enigmatic. And I think we've got to be a little bit, worried about how whatever power that he's finding in this new world is going to be used. Is he going to use that for good, or is he going to go down the evil side?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the fun things about this.
Is that theme of good versus evil very much in the series?
I think you're right, and what's really at the core of each of us, and what makes that. I found that playing the character that actually I knew that there was something deep inside him that was driving him forward, and I think that's true of Tolkien. You get some characters who, they really are good, they really are evil, and then there's a whole plethora of people in between who are weighing those things up on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. How do you think this will work? Obviously you've done it, you've played the characters, but as a series, because we're used to films with Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, how has it been kind of transpired into a series?
Well, I think if you think about, so we're hoping to release one episode every year, so this looks... No, that's my little joke. Can you imagine if we did it? That's 50 years we're getting.
Yeah.
I think they've got to. They already know the ending. The showrunners know where they're going, which is a great thing to do when you're starting a piece, because it means that your story, you're not going to upset anybody. You're going to fulfill people's dreams and hopes and desires. So that whole arc is there, I think, in their heads and in their spirits. And I think that as we watch it, week to week, I think we'll just grow accustomed to these people, beings. They'll become family to us, and that's going to be a great way to watch.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. It's lovely speaking
nice
to you.
Yeah.
The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.